right?
Oh,
We want to talk about the gaming industry as a whole. We're in a time where like there are just thousands of layoffs. I think it's gotten to 10,000. I think it's gotten to 20,000. I think it's gotten to like 30, but I could be
there's no number.
misremembering.
I just
Right?
know
I
it's
think
huge.
there's a number somewhere and it's definitely got a comma in there. Like what is your take on the state of the industry? Do you think that I don't want to put words in your mouth. What is the state of the industry? What does that look like to you?
Um, so it's weird. So as an indie, I'm a part of the industry, but I'm existing out of force of will, kind of thing. Like my little pocket exists because I'm willing it to exist, right? Um, but I definitely see that there is a contraction, like of just everybody is kind of doubling down or taking less risks and such. I know firsthand that it's kind of influencing publisher talks and things like that. So if you're looking to try and get some funding for your next project, you might have a warm time in going into like 2026. But it's very sad because we're just seeing a bunch of people, skilled people, talented people, like end up leaving the industry, and these are people who are established, and it kind of makes me wonder and worry for the people who I guess look like me, who are coming from like the fringes really to try and be a part of this industry that was already hard to get into has just suddenly gotten like way harder. And then the only advice I could say is like, okay, do the entrepreneurial thing, do the indie thing. But even that is tricky because you need to have savings and you need to have either a funder to come in and cover things because you're basically going to be working on a project without any income from said project for a while, right? And even releasing games in this environment is also really tricky and really tough because discoverability is a continuous issue. Like on the storefronts, like getting people to see your projects is really tricky. And then you're also competing against this huge backlog of games. Like when you release your project, depending on how you look at things, you're either directly competing or you're incidentally competing against them. So like, why are they gonna pick up your indie game for $15 when you know Elden Ring and everything else from last year, all the brilliant games from last year, is still in the backlog, right? So it's tough. I've heard other people say that basically just hold fast to like 2026. Everybody's kind of knuckling down, but at the same time, if you're an indie and you've kind of looking at the landscape and you say like, okay, yeah, this is not it for me. I don't blame you.